And we are live once again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. This is another live stream of Surviving Romance. All right, husbands, and when I say husband, y'all know that. Oh, what's going on? Mr. Harold Random Videos, and we got Think Different in here. We got a cooking live stream. We got 3 people already in the chat, already 1 like that I see, 4 people. My goodness, here we go. I do apologize about the tardiness of today's stream. Hey, what's going on, Gamerin? We got Queen Bee. My goodness, everybody is here at the moment. We got more probably getting ready to come in. We got an amazing live stream. Watch it cooking. That's right, Mr. Cartoon Movie Makers. We have an amazing live stream. We are going to be doing up some salmon fillets. We're going to do this in a pan fry, and we're going to have to go over a lot of stuff. Not making tartar sauce today. We might do that in another stream. I actually know how to make tartar sauce, by the way. Been too long since we did a real good cooking live stream. And of course, I don't know many people. Hey, what's going on, Harrison Ford Universe? My goodness. There you go, Sean. Let me tell you, my goodness, chat's jumping. That is exciting. All right. We got a lot of ground to cover in this explanation of what we're going to be doing. We have done pan-fried fish before. How you doing, Harrison? Well, we're not going to be doing rice today. Princess Bay, she's one that she just loves. YouTube's broken. What you do, Harold, you take the video down, do all the apologetic stuff, and the cleanup, if you will. When this happens, you do the cleanup, and then you repost it. Okay? Just don't fret. They did that to one of the aircraft removers. They took it down and said that it may have just been an automated thing. And I turned around, okay. I trimmed about 2 seconds off the video. What? No, I'm sorry. It was just 1 second. 1 second off that video. Put it back up, and that was it. Okay? So don't panic over that stuff, brother. It happens. All right. Now, real quick. Now, we are doing salmon, and this is a wild-caught salmon. Normally, oh gosh, yes. Real quick, we'll go into that in a second. We are doing a wild-caught salmon that you can get at your local Walmart. However, we have done this in the past with another type of fish that a lot of people kind of snub, and true people who enjoy fish, they snub it because they say it's plain compared to, other fish like salmon, tuna, things like that. But then there's a whole group of people, they snub it for the wrong reason. So I'm going to go into that real quick. Again, this is going to be one of those informational videos at the same time, but we're still going to have fun, and we're going to do what we do, okay? Hang on a second. Normally, when we do, well, hold on a sec. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. We are in for a treat. You guys are going to love this. The person in white right now in our chat is my mom. My mother is in the chat right now. If you will, Mama Magnum is in the chat right now, watching this cooking live. Okay. Hi, Mom. Here we are, guys. Okay, real quick. Now we are doing, that is correct. That is my mom. Okay, real quick. We're going to go over this real quick. We're doing salmon fillets today. These are actual salmon fillets, But in the past, for our pan-fried fish, we've used tilapia. Now, for the record, this is just one of these times that we're kind of, yeah, I probably should. Hang on a second. And of course, my little sister is in the chat. Hang on here. Hang on. There we go. Mom, you'll notice that you are now a moderator. So if anyone gets out of hand, you get to do what, anyhow. But as I was starting to say, you like that? All righty. Oh, there we go. Now, real quick. My dad won't be in here. I guarantee it. But anyhow, as I started to say, salmon is a wild caught. Now, why do we normally use tilapia for this particular application? The reason being, well, tilapia is a great fish, okay? Other than it's kind of neutral in flavor, like modern day chicken, and you have to brine it to really get any true flavor in. He uses that's true. The real reason a lot of people today is they start doing that whole GMO thing. You don't. My mom and dad haven't spoke to each other really all that much in years, and it's probably better they don't. But tilapia, a lot of people equate to like the GMO stuff, the genetically altered stuff. Now, when they talk genetically altered, most people are under the impression, it's all good, Mr. Cartoon. Most people are under the impression that that when they talk genetically altered, they think that some scientist in a laboratory was going around playing with the DNA of the food, and that's not true. We're talking crossbreeding or selective breeding, that sort of thing when it comes to foods. I forget the scientist's name, but that's what he does. Okay. And because of this one scientist who really pushed this some years ago, he's actually saved a total of 4 billion lives. Genetics when it comes to food is pretty doggone strict. So that being said, this one person gets a lot of flack from, these supposed people that do hey, what's going on, Blacklight? Those one people that basically they don't know anything about true science and things like that. These are the ones that talk, the organic foods. They don't know enough about science and things like that, so they automatically put down the GMO foods, and they equate tilapia in those GMO foods. Tilapia is a farm-raised food and is completely sustainable. At the rate that we are fishing our oceans and our rivers, we are on that whole thing where we are eventually going to fish our oceans and our rivers and our lakes and all of that. We are going to fish them where there is going to be no food. We're going to fish them completely gone. So this is eating sustainably is one of the major goals here on the Prince Magnum channel, to make people completely aware that it is possible and it's possible to make good food. However, from time to time, we do enjoy the non-sustainable stuff, which is salmon and tuna and fish of that nature. But by and large, I do promote the use of farm-raised fish to sustain. What's going on, Spaz? How you doing? I do promote the use of sustainable fish, and tilapia is one of them. Okay, lecture over. Now, for those that do not know, Spaz, you're going to get a big treat. My mother is actually in the live stream right now. My mom is actually in here, and of course, you all know my little sister Hannah. Hannah is from my dad and stepmom, so there's a disconnection there. But this is the first time I've had, besides Princess Faye, more than one family member in the live stream, which is kind of neat, isn't it? It's kind of neat. All right, so I have to behave myself now. Yeah. Mama Magnum would be like, what were you doing? All right, again, for this particular live stream, we're going to be turning to our old friend, classic olive oil or cold pressed olive oil. Again, for high heat applications, please do not use extra virgin olive oil. The reason why is high heat. Actually, what's going on, Gavin John? High heat breaks down extra virgin olive oil. It has a low smoke point. It starts smoking early, and it leaves funky flavors. It smokes up your apartment no matter how many windows you open up. So because you're talking about high heat, just skip it and go directly to the cold pressed. It'll be just fine, and it'll be just as heart healthy, okay? The extra virgin olive oil is better for dips and sauces, things that that you want. There's a certain fruity flavor that comes with extra virgin olive oil, and right. You're exactly, Black Light. Very good that you would spot that. Okay, extra virgin olive oil has the good quality stuff has a good fruity flavor, and it works great for salad dressings, for dips, things like that. So the last thing you would want to do is apply heat to it and mess up that flavor anyways. Why would you do that? I wouldn't do that. Would you all do that? I don't think you would do that. Anyhow, huh?
What?
You just no. 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 All right. Again, we have we've got a lot of salmon fillets. And these are what we're looking for is that nice buttery interior where it's done just through enough. When you bite into it, don't worry, she's there. I know she's there. That'd be my mama.
I think he means like to
Oh, my mom doesn't have a YouTube channel. She doesn't have a YouTube channel. And really, she only comes onto YouTube really to support her oldest son. Hey, what's going on, filming? The Ultimate Grave Taker. How you doing, buddy? We are doing salmon fillets today. We're going to do a pan-fried salmon fillets. It's an easy application. It's a lot of fun, and it tastes good. We're also going to make a lemon, basically a lemon butter sauce that'll have a little bit of fresh ground black pepper and some dried parsley. Be absolutely amazing. Well, we're starting to talk about the family lineage later. Let's get to cooking. I'm hungry. I know Princess Faye.
I'm gonna die of starvation by the time you get anything cooked.
Oh, Gamer, you want to see a hot chocolate episode like we did? I would love to do that.
Filming us.
Yes, Mom.
Filming us. How are you today?
I am doing fantabulous. I woke up today and I found it not necessary to take a drink. Any day that happens is still a miracle. Let me tell you. Oh, you're gonna Queen Bee, you're gonna be right over. If I hear a knock on the door, I'll know it's you. All righty. Now, one of the first things that I'm gonna do, kind of unorthodox. You'll see me in the foreground laying out the goods. Don't move. Yeah, I just told the dead fish, don't move. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my plate here and laying these fillets out, all right? I want them out. I want them to start coming to room temperature. There's a reason why that lemon is... What's wrong with you, man? That's a good way to get hurt. Okay. Let me explain to you why I want this to come up to room temperature. The reason why I want these to come up to room temperature, or at least begin to, is because the trip from cold to done is going to be quicker. Now, I know some of you out there, oh, raw meat and, the germies in the air. That's true. However, we're going to cook where nothing can stay alive at that point, So don't worry about it. Stop worrying, okay? I got this. I got this.
I'm worried.
You're always worried. Again, I see. Woo, I'm about to knock that dang camera over and everything. What's wrong with me? Okay. I see a total of 12 people in the live stream. No, that is not my last name. You couldn't be further from the truth.
I like how strongly you insinuated that period.
Honey, I'm in the zone. You know how
It's adorable. I love it.
All right. So,
cute.
again, we are doing salmon fillets. I see a total of 11 people in the live stream, a total of 9 likes. If you haven't done so, smash that like button as hard as you can and let YouTube know the Maverick Nation is a force to be reckoned with. Yes, indeedy. Set that out right like that. Ha! She knows about it. She knows about it. No hair flips in this live. All right. Okay. 2 apiece, you think, dear?
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum? All right. Minimum. All right. Now, the first part of this, we've got the fish laid out. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
At least I hope not.
There's no lightning storm, so I think we're okay.
Cool. All right. We're going to need some all-purpose flour. Depends on the image. Depends on the image. And for the longest time, I would always wear plain black shirts for the longest time, and everybody started getting me shirts that had something on it, so I just kind of rolled with it,
Poor Mr. Cartoon can't stay on topic. He keeps jumping around.
Mr. Cartoon, you're chasing rabbits like that's my job. Don't be chasing rabbits. That's my department.
You're adorable.
All righty. So now that we've dealt with that, what?
Cameron says he wants to see me do a cooking live stream.
Well, of course, I wouldn't mind seeing it. All right.
If Mr. Cartoon wasn't a mod, I'd be able to block most of these messages because they're extremely inappropriate and actually kind of offensive. And yes, I said that loud enough for everybody to hear on purpose.
Right.
His last comment was, do you ever wear your wife's clothes when she's not around, like a dress?
Would it excite you if I did? Behave yourself. My mom's in the chat. All right. Now, the first part of this is that we're going to heat this up. Now, this is, again, a pan fry. Okay?
Harold thought it was funny.
This is a pan fry. Now, what am I talking about with a pan fry? This is not submerged frying, okay? A pan fry, if you will, is basically we're just putting enough in there to kind of come up so far on the side, if you will. So what we've done now, though, is we've added what?
In a hot room, Feyru will burn up. She will get super cheeky. She's funny.
You're good, Mr. Cartoon. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's focus on task at hand. All right, real quick. What we have here is our salmon fillets. Right, Mom. We're not trying to talk this to death. And we've added some kosher salt to the top. And what do I mean by kosher salt? You could buy this just about anywhere. And kosher salt, I don't eat regular table salt. Something about the iodine in it kind of makes my heart do this little number right here. So that is not good. So because that's what regular table salt does, I have then switched to using kosher salt. If you don't like kosher salt, there are several salts on the market that you can choose from. Obviously, pink Himalayan is a great mineral salt, and it grinds on just like fresh ground black pepper. Same thing. It just has minerals in it and a little bit different flavor, and those minerals aren't bad for you. Along with that, there's also your choice of the Hawaiian black salt. Again, other minerals in there, and I like that. And it, again, different flavors. It just costs a little bit more, and it's
$5, $5 or $10.
about $5, $10, and again, the minerals in here aren't bad for you. Then, of course, there's our old friend, which I cannot find. Oh, there it is. Sea salt. You can buy it like this. Comes in a grinder. Perfectly fine. Great on seafood. All right. Great on seafood. But this is what we're going to go ahead and use today. Just good old kosher salt. And the reason why they call it that is because they use it for koshering. Now, the next part of this is we also had to put on some fresh ground black pepper onto our fillets. And then we're going to dredge lightly in all-purpose flour. Okay? This means getting a good coating on it. But do yourself a favor. Shake the excess loose. You like lemon on your fish? Oh, you're going to love this. Okay? Shake the excess loose. All right? Make sure that you do. You're going to bring it over and gently lay it in the pan. Please do not just flop it in there, because if you just flop that dang fillet in there, well, hot oil, human skin, burn, Lord, words that you don't want to hear together. Okay? So please be careful. Be very careful. You might have to adjust the heat depending on your stove. This is a brand new stove pretty much. And give your pan a light jiggle, okay? We're going to start off with one fillet. We're going to see how this starts turning out. Kind of work it from there, okay? So, obviously, I need a good spatula. This is my good spatula in this particular case. Now, normally, when I'm using cast iron, we grab this. This is a nonstick pan. This is a bad thing. I guess you can try to pass off the nonstick coating as black pepper, but we don't do that here.
He says, I just realized you're cooking on the new stove. It's time for us.
Right. We're still learning out the characteristics of this brand new stove.
I love it.
I do love it. Again, occasionally give your pan a jiggle. Why do you give the pan a jiggle? Because even though this is non-stick, it could still try to stick. Hey, what's going on, Hades? You've probably been in here a moment. And of course, we're going to need some plates. I really don't care.
I liked Mr. Cartoon's last comment.
What was it?
You may not get it, but I do. Magnum, the purple guy, FNAF joke. It's kind of a deep lore situation, but the purple guy ended up being the bad guy, like the main bad guy in the game.
I love it.
He's super slender and sticky. Oh, hey, the stove does shine purple on the thing.
Doesn't it?
That's neato.
Doesn't it? Isn't that neat? All right. When you go to do the flip, do it away from yourself and do it gently. Gently. Okay? And what we're looking for is where everything starts turning a nice pale color. All right, again, please be careful. This is high heat. High heat. One of the things I love about this new stove is this particular element here can actually conform to different sizes. It could do this large style that you see in the foreground, or it could do this smaller size. And right now we're actually doing the smaller size on high heat because it's a small pan. The other one would not allow that. So that's one of the reasons why I like this particular pan. I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat. I can't believe how much it's jumping right now. That's freaking awesome. I love that stuff.
I'm watching it for you. If you miss a question or something, I'll speak up.
Okay, thank you, dear. So, for the purposes of time that... for the purposes of time, I will basically, because we try to get our 2-hour stream in, I'm going to take my time with this, but to a certain degree. But at some point, I will say that we are going to, you guys will see. Just work with me. Work with me. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking great. Pretty satisfied with that. We may have to do a turn back over to get a little extra color on that. But other than that, I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Again, brand new stove. I'm learning its characteristics. Learning what it likes, what it doesn't like, how it behaves during cooking sessions. I think it's about 4th time I've cooked on it. There, that's what I'm looking for. That nice color right there, where you're just getting a little bit of brown on the target food. That's what I'm looking for. I'm very happy with this so far. So I'm just going to have to be patient for about 2 minutes per side, it looks like.
There's a lot of chat going on. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. That makes me very happy to see that much chat happening. Now again, I've got my lemon right here, and we'll just need this one lemon.
I think Fluff might be drunk.
He's awesome.
He's kind of going nuts though with his comments.
Oh, he's all right. He's always kind of off the wall and haywire. I wouldn't have him any other way.
Gamer asked a question. He asked it to me, but I don't fully understand it. He asked if I thought Skyrim or Elder Scrolls was better, but they're the same game. It's Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I think he might be asking if it's Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, ask. All righty. So now we have the next one. There's enough oil. I don't have to add any more just yet. So again, we are back to our dredge. Again, make sure a good solid coating. One of the things I do love about salmon is it's got a, it holds onto the flour a little bit better than the tilapia. I will say that. I will say that. Again, put this in gently, gently. Oh, you taking off, Gavin John? All righty. I appreciate you being here, buddy. My goodness.
He said, Gavin Jones said, I am in Japan. Now go out. Now have a boyfriend and girlfriend day today. I read that word for word because I don't think I could decipher that one. Sorry, Gavin.
Gavin's an amazing guy. I've been in his streams where he's played the game Knives Out, and it's actually a really neat looking game. I oftentimes have to sit there and go, dang, I wish all of our people were playing something like this, but it's a really neat game to watch. If you've not seen him play that, it's definitely worth a look-see. I've got enough to do 2 more, so I could do a total of 6 if you wanted.
Yes, please.
I thought you might say that. Okay.
The after the day I've had, I would really like to bury myself in some fish right now.
Some fish fillet. Do not worry, folks, that that one lemon with butter will make more than enough for our live stream. Probably should probably just expect Queen anytime.
Actually, my front door is not even shut for some reason.
What the frick, honey?
I guess I just came in too upset.
Alrighty.
Mr. Cartoon says the only other Gavin he knows is Gavin from Rooster Teeth.
Ah.
Mr. Cartoon has asked both of you and I a question. Do you like zombie movies?
Depends on the zombie movie. Depends on the zombie movie. Again,
I love zombie movies.
gentle flip. Boom, there we go. Nice dark color. Looking good. You look good. Sean. Actually, my personal favorite is the original black and white Night of the Living Dead.
Shaun of the Dead's good. I like that movie.
I think that one's probably more comedy than anything.
Oh, God, yeah. It's hilarious. But they do have serious moments. They take you on a range of emotions, that movie.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You'll start out laughing, you'll end crying, you'll end laughing. It's a great movie. Queen says, "Oh my God, I'm hungry. Stop."
You haven't seen anything yet, Queen.
We got Ubi Allen in now.
Oh, my man, Ubi Allen coming through in the live stream.
He asks, "What's your favorite scary movie?" Is Prince Magnum Bro?
Okay, my favorite scary movie. The movie Christine. That probably shouldn't surprise anybody. Oh, there we go. There is the...
Queen still wants her birthday cake. Dang it. Mr. Cartoon says Shaun of the Dead said the F word way too much. I haven't seen it in a while, so I couldn't recall. Oh yeah, there's so much chat, I can't keep up, dude.
How do you think I feel?
You don't even get to see it. You're gonna have to just go back through it.
Almost messed that up, didn't I? Trying to pay attention to. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I almost messed that up and everything.
Yes, you do. You need to show off for your mama.
That's
I
right.
have Zombieland. I don't know if I can be heard. I'm just assuming I can. I just stopped.
We got Zombieland. Not one of my all-time favorites, but still dang good.
I've seen it too much because it's the only one we have.
Right.
I have seen World War Z. I really liked that one. That was a good one.
There we go. Again, we're back to where Princess Babe will have her own fish fillets ready to go here in just a moment. But I know she won't dive into them until she gets her lemon butter sauce.
Oh, I'm used for that sauce.
Huh?
I'm used for that sauce.
Right. I know how you are, babe. Okay. Yeah, that's another good one.
Maybe I'll make Queen a birthday cake.
There you go, honey.
That would be my live stream that Gamer wants.
But the greatest. That's right, Ubi. Cooking with me. Oh, God. Real quick. The greatest scary movie of all time. It's not my favorite, but it is the greatest. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. The greatest scary movie of all time. Princess Faye will now probably attest to that is one of the greatest scary movies of all time.
I wasn't listening. What was it?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one.
Oh, yeah. I like that movie. Ah.
But if you want the scariest movie, oh, Pet Sematary, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, no. You want a scary movie? The Exorcist. All right, here we go, guys. The flip, again, gentle, away from you.
Night of the Living Magnum.
Actually, when you do that wolf howl, you should be doing what Wolfman Jack does. I think I just no. Wolfman Jack. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Yeah. I think I just gave away my age. Oh man. I think I just gave away my age knowing who Wolfman Jack is.
I don't think anybody's counting. You're fine.
Oh, we could use him now. Rock and roll sucks compared to what it should be.
Gamer disagrees with you on the scariest movie all time. He thinks that it's Children of Corn.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one right there. Okay, I'll give you that. You got me on that one. That one is pretty doggone scary. That okay, Gamer, and I'll definitely give you that one.
Uzi says Ghostface is scary.
Which one?
Ghostface.
Oh,
He's referring to just the character. Blacklight is speaking in, I have no idea what he's saying. Cassie's kids?
with what?
I don't know. It's Blacklight. What do you expect?
Oh, I wouldn't have them any other way. I'm telling you. Alrighty. We all run a little bit low on oil. Now it's my turn to start working on mine.
Sean says that Scanners is a good movie.
Really?
I don't know what that is.
I'll tell you a movie that it was a B movie, but it was dang good. And since my mom's in here, she might remember us renting it. But it was a movie called Remote Control. I only seen it on VHS. Okay, I've never seen it anywhere else. But it was pretty doggone scary. It was one of those times when we lived out on Highway 72. And oh, you remember the movie? Okay. And it was downright, it was a spooky movie. Cabin in the Woods, we got that.
I like that movie. I have my issues with it though.
There we go. We got 3 more fillets to do. Yeah, it was, which one? Because I've not seen the remake, but I'm sorry. I don't care how good they did. There's only going to be one guy who's always going to be Pennywise. Of course, he's always going to be one of my favorite actors of all time.
He's talking about the original.
Oh, the original? Oh, I love that one.
Floodlight clarified he was talking about Chucky.
Aha! Child's Play. If you're talking the 3 original movies, huh?
Charlie.
Uh-huh.
Charlie's in.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Charlie? Welcome to the live stream. We are making some pan-fried fish fillets. Absolutely amazing. And we are doing up some salmon. It's so good to have so many wonderful people in the live stream today. We've had a lot of people pass through today. And chat has been jumping like mad. I guess y'all have been dying since, yesterday, because I don't stream on Mondays. Mondays I take the day off.
Charlie says, what are you frying in?
That would be none other than classic olive oil. Not extra virgin. You don't want to do extra virgin. High heat and all that other stuff. I'll bore you to tears. Classic or cold pressed olive oil.
Sean says those tongs will do in a pinch.
That's right.
And Mr. Cartoon says, do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do. Better let the poor guy out.
Is your refrigerator running? You better go get it.
Cindy says The Exorcist is her fave.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, I just got splashed. Oh. Hey, I'll be all right.
Queen Bee says she can't do the Chucky movies. Mr. Cartoon says the Blair Witch Project.
The original?
I would assume he means the original.
The original was downright scary.
I thought that the remake was actually scarier.
Really?
Well, I'm claustrophobic, and that scene where he's going through the tunnels with the thing following, that triggered me a little bit.
Okay, now real quick, you guys will notice as we've been cooking, the fillets have been getting darker. And there's a reason for that. Basically, the oil. Okay, Charlie. Awesome.
Everybody's got.
Everyone's got a favorite slasher flick or scary movie. Final Death. My goodness. Okay, real quick. I'm getting chasing rabbits here.
All right, yeah.
Okay, you'll notice that the fillets have been getting darker. That's because the oil is picking up other stuff. Is this going to affect it? And the answer is no. Don't worry about it. You're not burning it, okay? Don't panic about all that stuff, all right? It's fine. It's just picking up other stuff along the way, okay? And that stuff actually tastes pretty dang good. So don't take it from me. All right, off to the side while I'm waiting for this to finish doing its voodoo. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get another fillet ready to go for me.
Ginger Dead Man.
Huh?
Ginger Dead Man, says Mr. Cartoon. Is that an actual movie? That sounds amazing.
If it is, I've got to see it. I got to see that at that point.
That
All right.
Please tell me you're not pulling our legs, Mr. Cartoon, dude. Ice Cream Man.
I have heard of that one, and I've seen it advertised, but I've never seen the actual movie.
Luck White says Golden Brown, Prince Magnum.
Uh-huh. That's correct. We are looking for golden brown and delicious. So, we are now at that stage. Watch this. Give your pan a jiggle every now and again.
John says not many people like it, but The Wraith is a cool movie.
The
Charlie
what?
says Wraith.
Oh.
Charlie says Wraith is good. The car is awesome.
I love The Car. I love The Car. That is an amazing movie. In the same category as Christine, amazing movie.
Mr. Cartoon says Ginger Dead Man is a real movie.
I've got to see it. I've got to see that movie.
Sounds awesome. And I have no idea if your mother is still in the chat. She has not said anything lately.
Mom mostly just kind of lurks in the background. She just wanted to make sure everybody knew she was here, that she was supporting her son.
He put a trailer. He put a link to the trailer to Ginger Dead Man.
Freaking sweet! Thank you.
I'm going to put that in my...
Watch later.
Yeah. Okay. It's in there now, so we can go back and watch it later. Blacklight wants to know how much it's going to cost for him to come eat dinner here.
Well, I don't know. Where are you across the pond or here in the U.S.? It depends.
Extremely expensive. I don't deal with I don't deal with visitors very well.
And that is all 6 that's about done.
Sleepaway Camp.
I've never heard of that one. Wow, some B-rate movies coming up. Some B movies. I love me some B movies every now and again.
Well, I would have to try to do interesting, in my opinion, as Ginger Dead Man.
Right.
Thank you again, by the way, for the kitty cat bird.
Oh, you're welcome, dear. So right over here is Princess Faye's plate. Right over here is mine. And I don't know if you all could see that.
Is mine done already? Can I come grab it?
How do you know when the fish is done? The fibers of basically the muscle fibers will start kind of separating a little bit. And literally on the side with a pan fry, you can see the pink turn to a white. Okay, easiest way to really tell. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. I'm very glad you asked that.
Luck is from Australia.
You're gonna have to hop a plane, brother. We're here in the States. All right, I have just enough to finish the last one. And of course, this one's going to be kind of a difficult one because The fibers are trying to separate. But I'm a good cook. I think I can handle this. Again, thank you everyone in the live stream right now. If you have not had the opportunity if you've not taken the opportunity to smash that like button, please do so at this time. We give it a smash and let everyone know let everyone know up at YouTube HQ that we are. Well, thank you, Mom. Appreciate that. This is the most active my mom's been in a live stream. Because I know she's been in the background, but this is really neat. Again, as we continue to cook, you'll notice again that the fish, well, basically, if you will, the pan is picking up some other stuff, and it'll come out darker. It's just like regular submersion frying. It's just more noticeable with a pan fry. Not a super big deal though. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Again, do not panic if it looks a little darker than it's supposed to. It'll still taste amazing. That's my department there. The dog's going.
Your mom's too tired. Oh, she's too tired as well. Mr. Cartoon's just going on a movie naming spree.
Right.
He knows a lot of really good scary movies. He just named off Psycho.
Yeah. Now, real quick, for those that do not know, want a quick history lesson? The movie Psycho and the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre were all based on the same person who was a serial killer in the 1950s.
I didn't know that. That's neat.
Little fun fact for those that don't know that. I forget the guy's name off the top of my head. I remember doing a little homework on him. Just kind of, I was sitting there just...
Norman Bates?
No, long before him.
You mean the guy based on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter was not an actual character.
No, he's asking, was it Hannibal Lecter?
No. Ed Gein. Ed Gein was the guy's name. All right, while that's finishing up, we need some butter. Some good old butter.
You are very loud.
Butter. Now, get up there. Like dang thing's still alive or something. All right. There's a little bit left in there. I am not worried about all of that. Okay? What I do want... What?
Sean says the movie Seven is one of my favorites, but not the right genre. Bluff says, yuck, batter on the fish. I don't like that. And then Mr. Cartoon says the real Leatherface.
That's right.
So Blacklight doesn't like stuff on his fish. He likes it
untouched.
Harold says save him some food.
You're gonna have to fight my wife for it. Let me tell you.
No.
Right now, I have turned off the heat, and we're going to add our butter. I want that to melt.
Leprechaun movie. I've seen that movie a couple of times. Every time I see it, I forget how crappy it is until I'm halfway through it. And then I keep watching it for some reason. Sean says, what is everyone's favorite movie of all time? Any genre?
If you were to twist my arm, which no one is, thank goodness.
I could.
What am I waiting? I'd have to really. I mean, I've got so many movies that I really like.
Mr. Cartoon says the Crypt TV series Sunny Family Cult.
Really?
I probably have to say the Thing, just because that's always the one that pops into my head.
Right.
And I fall asleep to that movie. I love that movie.
All right. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm melting this butter down, and I've got this on very low heat. I mean, super low, extremely low, like barely even on. There's a reason why, because here in a moment, I'm going to be adding lemon juice. Guys, I don't need to tell you how dangerous this can be. Yes, I love that movie. This can be very dangerous because this is basically a pan of hot, fatty liquid. And the other problem is this is mostly water. So basically it's going to try to jump out and it's going to try to burn me. We don't want that, okay? We do not want that, so we got to do this very carefully.
You said that wrong. It's not water, it's acid.
It's still mostly water in this case.
It's also flammable.
Yes. If you're not careful, it can catch fire, so please be very careful when doing this part, okay? Very careful.
Cameron said the Goonies.
Oh, I love that movie. All right. We're going to wait till this foams up a little bit more.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
It's a good one. Another good one.
I think that's what Mr. Cartoon is taking for his favorite. I've never heard of that. It's so exhausting.
My favorite movies of all time, Sylvester Stallone's First Blood series.
Think different says Sizzle Sizzle.
That's right. Now, we are going to let this kind of cook down, kind of reduce a little bit so it does go on like a sauce. And while it's doing that, I'm going to add. What's going on, Kevin? Welcome to the live stream. We are actually doing pan-fried fish. You missed the first part. I'm going to give a good-sized pinch of dried parsley.
DJ Queen is also in.
Oh my goodness, we got so many wonderful people in here. DJ Queen, Elevator Crazy, welcome to the live stream. We are onward and upward, finishing up our pan-fried salmon fillets. Oh, that's another great movie. Another great movie.
How many lemons says Queen?
Just one. Just one.
DJ Queen.
Now.
How are you? I think they're. Oh, DJ Queen says, "How are you?"
I am doing fantastic. I'm doing great. Just putting the finishing touches on a favorite dish of Princess Faye's. That's right, I did.
Can you also use just lemon juice? Not like directly from a lemon, but just like store-bought lemon juice.
I wouldn't recommend it. A lot of times that prepackaged stuff does not taste very good. I usually prefer the fresh squeezed because the flavor is 1,000 times better. If you're in a pinch, yeah, that'll work just fine. But I would not do that if I can avoid it.
Kevin says he knows that he missed it. His internet keeps going on and off.
Ah.
Lucklight says he loves salmon. I think he's trying to say he likes it grilled.
We've done that.
And then Mr. Cartoon says Candyman. Harrison says, that's to me. He says hi. Hi, Harrison. Kevin says, I see you are wearing my favorite band's t-shirt.
That's right, one of them. I do have a Destroyer t-shirt floating around here somewhere. All right, you guys ready for this? We're going to turn this completely off. We do not need the stove anymore. All righty. Gently, shit.
I really think Luck's drunk. He keeps trying to type something. He keeps coming out the same way. I have no idea what he's trying to say.
There's probably enough here that I could have made a couple, if I'd have had a couple more fillets, it would have been just fine.
I kind of feel like Mr. Cartoon is just like Googling some
Right. Honey?
They're all good to go. What? I can't get it. Get my num-nums.
I've got an AC/DC shirt. Okay, you got to tell everybody how it is. Honey, you got to tell them how it is. I've heard that too. Honey. The gang wants to know how it is. I think we got a muffled, it's good. We got a muffled, it's good. That's about it. I can live with that. Again, I pulled off another simple dish. Very easy, very inexpensive. What kind of fish? We did Atlantic salmon. We did Atlantic salmon and did it in a pan fry. We did not do immersion frying, which is different.
Come up for air.
I need coffee, doggone it. Where's my coffee cup?
I can't follow chat right now. You're on your own.
I'm on my own. Here, I'll show you my plate. It always takes me a little bit to kind of get it. After I cook, I got to let it, I can't eat right away. But let me show you my plate here. Basically, we have our pan-fried salmon fillets that have been pan-fried, obviously, in cold-pressed olive oil, dredged in all-purpose flour, lightly coated underneath of that with some kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. Then afterwards, we served with a lemon butter sauce that had some parsley in it. You like that? Smells amazing, too. Just unfortunately, after I'm done cooking, I can't eat right away. For some odd reason, I'm one of those people that after I cook, I can't eat. Queen's like, oh my God, I want. So I will come back to this just shortly. In the meantime, we're going to go spend a little bit of time, just chit chat a little bit, and we'll come back to that here just shortly. We're going to adjourn to the office and get caught up on current events. Actually, we'll go back in. We'll grab my plate because as soon as I'm feeling froggy, I'm going to attack that food, and that might be during the live stream. Stop that! Yeah. I told you guys. If there's one thing that you guys have probably have already figured out. Jump on through and grab you a bite, huh? Alrighty, where's the...
It's good to you.
I'm just trying to grab a fork.
Uh-oh.
No updates yet. But I will tell you...
Whoops, sorry.
I will tell you that, again...
Food, kitty.
We do have a tech person in the background. They've asked me to keep their... Basically, it was someone here within the Maverick Nation who basically hooked me up. We got several tech people working in. Yeah, you guys know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. Basically, we got some tech people working in the background here on the channel, kind of watching and observing and making sure there's no funny business. I even got a guy that kitty one. Okay, so we're gonna get y'all caught up to speed. I need I think I need to make a new mount for this camera. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Uncooperative son of a gun. It's like me, uncooperative, you know? I do remember that. I do remember that. Okay. So again, if you're just joining us, I'll show you again what I made. This is my pan-fried salmon fillets. And of course, with a lemon butter sauce with parsley, black pepper, just yummy, yum, yum. Princess Faye right now is going, she's just chowing down. We will not probably be hearing from her for the rest of the live stream. She will gorge, gorge, gorge until she is done. Real quick, Gamerin brought up something the other day. Well, from yesterday, we released Aircraft Remover 12, and he's like, "Where's the boom? Where's the boom? I need my boom." I got it. I actually filmed a new piece just for this one, just because I knew what I was going to be doing. There's an Aircraft Remover 12 Part 2. You're going to love it. Basically, it had to be done in 2 segments because the same ship gets it with the Aircraft Remover. Okay? And for those who don't know, I haven't had a drink in so long I wouldn't know what to... man. Poor gamer. Oh my God. Right? There is going to be a part 2 to Aircraft Remover 12. I've edited it. Technically there's almost, I'm kind of split on 2 versions of it. So I'm going to have Princess Faye have the final say so on it. But for those that do not know, this is don't worry, the cap is on, it's secure, we're all safe. Don't worry about taking out any starships. Aircraft remover. Think Different's gonna be like, you better make sure that cap's on. poor gamer in the challenge. He's owning up to. You're good, man. You're good, man. I could have done it. I've got to see that afterwards. Him raging on the game. Oh my God, that's great. Don't worry, gamer. You will get your boom. There's plenty of boom in the new Aircraft Remover. Voyager buys it. We'll just say that Voyager buys it. But because of the way they did the show, because I've watched enough Star Trek Voyager, I had to do it that way because they keep resetting. They keep reset. Yep, gotta have the boom. Gotta have the boom. So Aircraft Remover 12 is up.
Thank you for being on them.
You're welcome, babe. It was that good, huh?
I ate too quickly.
You're not gonna.
Stomach hurt.
You ate too quick. Your stomach hurts.
It's all gone. Are you gonna eat that?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm good. You're gonna make yourself sick. Go on.
But it's gonna get cold.
Don't worry, I'll get to it just shortly.
Okay, come on, Galaxy. I'm gonna pull. Oh God! I'm gonna pull your door before I throw up.
You ate way too fast, honey.
I know. I usually do. Sorry.
Alrighty. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Aircraft Remover, let me give you since my mother's here in chat, she's gonna love this. Mom, I'm really good at editing. So good, in fact, that there's a series on here. And for those who are not familiar with Aircraft Remover, what basically happened was we were doing the taillight panel for Project Spirit. And the paint, there was one of two ways the paint was going to come off. Either it was going to be really easy because it's old, or it's going to be really hard because it's old. So it was going to be one of two ways. I know that sounds crazy, but you really can't tell with these things until you actually get in there and start working on it. So I knew that we were going to need something strong. So I actually went out and got what is known as aircraft remover. This is an actual product you can get from petroleum, which because of this series, I'm sure they're selling lots of this stuff. Right? No, Princess Faye ate way too fast. She ate the fish fillet. Yeah, right. Well, this because it's aircraft remover, we sprayed Project Spirit's taillight panel down with it, and then we used a wire brush, on a drill, and took it all across that taillight panel, and that's how we got it down to the bare metal and was able to. Oh, no, 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 no. You'll get it. You'll get it whenever you see the part two. Ooh. What kind of games? What kind of games? My thing is Legend of Zelda and the old Atari games. I've gotten back into old Atari games. But anyhow, with aircraft remover, so we sprayed the taillight panel down, then we took a rotary wire brush on a drill and Roblox. I've never played that one. I've never played it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. So we sprayed that panel down, and then got it down to the bare metal and everything, and got rid of all the surface rust, and then we primed it, built it back out. During that time, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this thing. Okay, I'm looking at this thing, and my 80. Oh, you play it a lot? I'm gonna have to come over and see what it's all about. I don't get out much. I'm too big, a lot. You guys find this hard to believe. I've been playing a little bit of Animal Crossing. That's about it. Been checking it out. That's about it. And I've been raging on it too. It's been fun raging on that game. Anyhow, so my 80s childlike mind is looking at aircraft remover, and I'm sitting there thinking aircraft remover, aircraft remover. And immediately I started thinking like helicopters and airplanes and things exploding. So from that came the original aircraft remover. So I'm going to bring you guys over here and remove that. Make sure the volume is all the way up because I don't want you guys to miss this. This is the original aircraft remover. For the record, my personal favorite aircraft remover is still this one. So that is still my favorite, but there's a grand total of 13 up there now. And of course, there's soon to be a part two to. Right. You want to see me play Animal Crossing and rage on it a little bit? It's the aiming. Animal Crossing has the same problem that all the GTA games have when it comes to aiming. It doesn't aim. That's just my opinion. Oh, it's all on a grid. Yeah, you're right. Anyhow. So it's the original Legend of Zelda, and it did just fine. That was 8-bit. All right. Hang on here. Gamer, I'm going to show you one of the prototype for part two. for Aircraft Remover 12, Part 2. Will that make you feel better? One of the prototypes. Okay? It could be this one. It could be the other one. I'll show it to you. You guys ready? Go.
Captain's log, stardate 52143.6. With any luck, my next log entry will be made in the Alpha Quadrant.
What the? Boy.
Dude. That's only one of them. There's two. There is two. So you don't even know what the other one looks like. Typical. So there you have. Oh my gosh. And I'm still gonna have to take out the NX01 Enterprise. Then we'll feel, then I've gotten them gotten all the main ones. I need to contact Rust-Oleum and say, have you guys had an increase in sales on Aircraft Remover? Just out of curiosity. Because if so, it's my fault. And why? I think everyone's trying to spray it at helicopters and stuff. For the record, here on the Prince Magnum channel, thing that has withstood Aircraft Remover Spirit. That is the only thing that has been able to withstand being sprayed with Aircraft Remover here on the Prince Magnum channel is Project Spirit. Now I know Think Different's going to be like, yeah, buddy. He's like, there you go. Oh my gosh. We have way too much fun on this channel. Way too much fun. Now, again, we're going to move this one over. Basically, I'm working as I'm hanging with you guys here. So, what do y'all think? We're getting closer to where we're going to be bringing Aircraft Remover to a close, the original series, and then we'll be on to Aircraft Remover Other Uses. Oh, I think that one will be fine. I think that one, yeah, I think Project Lena will be able to hang on. You know, I don't know how Aircraft Remover will work on Project Lena. Okay. Do you guys, well, no, I'm not going to show you that. Now, you all know, when you see the Death Star explode, that's there's going to be one more for the original series of Aircraft Remover, and then we're on to other Aircraft Remover, Other Uses. And then after that, we've got the two spoof videos, the Aircraft Remover, the TV show, and Aircraft Remover, the motion picture, which we're not there yet. You know, I gotta begin filming that crap. I mean, I got all the clips that I want. You know, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. So yes, Aircraft Remover will be around for a little while, but we are in the office and we do need to talk about something of major importance. And I know Sean has been waiting and chomping at the bit for us to talk about something important. Prince Magnum channel, some of the camera shots that come out from over the hood of Project Spirit or Project Lena come from these specific dash cameras. And these cameras are amazing, absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, we use these things for everything. And what's going on, TFZ Gaming? And these cameras are so amazing that we use them for everything, but unfortunately, they don't make camera mounts. Grew up here waiting. They don't make camera mounts or camera stands for these cameras because they're meant for use over the of your car. And again, we use them for everything. They get a phenomenal shots. They're 1080 pixel HD cameras, and I mean they're absolutely amazing cameras. So because they don't make camera mounts or camera stands for these cameras, I decided that I was going to make my own. So I went in behind HQ and literally cut down my own tree, cut out a section of wood, and I came in and started fashioning my very own camera stand. That camera stand, basically I carved out this section right here. So now the camera just sits in right like that. Then to go along with that, it needed a spot for the camera lens that juts off the camera itself. So what I had to do is I had to carve out a section right here. And literally, I mean, the camera lens just sits right there. So in order to get that, what I had to do was I had to take this file right here and lay it down right on top, this half moon shaped file. And I started working it back and forth, till I got that perfect spot for the camera lens. So because I took this file right here and used it on this block of wood, that must mean I'm really good at filing and should try my hand at being a secretary. And there you have it. There it is. Sean's favorite joke. There it is, everybody. Sean, it is for those who are uninitiated to the Prince Magnum channel. For those of you who are not fully aware, here on the Prince Magnum channel, we pride ourselves in some of our jokes that are traditions, right? And one of the traditional jokes is when we're here in the office, we have to tell the filing joke. When I'm using the spring-loaded tongs in the kitchen, there's a joke for that. Those spring-loaded tongs that I use, they work in a pinch. When we're, and of course, aircraft remover is another classic one. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of those just jokes that seem to just. There you go. Appreciate that. So we have our jokes that we just continue to use. They're absolutely a lot of fun. Now I got to try this out. It's still good and warm because I put it on a porcelain plate, but I have to try this out. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You see how the fibers are nice and separate? How it came apart? There we go. That lemon butter sauce, the way that we did it, slams you right in the face. I mean, it hits you hard, which is what it's supposed to do. And of course, you get the nice salmon flavor. Absolutely amazing. It's not over salted, not over peppered. I mean, it's just amazing all the way through. And again, you can see how the muscle fibers. So this is done. Right, Sean. By cooking the extra moisture out of the butter and basically turning that into a thickened sauce, and then basically reducing everything down, it clings and holds on to the food amazingly. Even as it cools, it still tastes great. I mean, the lemon with the butter, very strong, amazing sauce. And then turn right around. Like I said, the salmon has its own distinct flavor. It's absolutely amazing. Couldn't raise the dough for it, right. And of course, again, this is a pan fry done in cold pressed olive oil, which is still for the most part heart healthy. So all of this is not that bad for you. So, oh my goodness. So, again, Princess Faye was having she was having a rough day at work. Imagine for a second, you're married. Basically, you're coming home from work. You've had a rough day at work, and that's what's waiting for you. That's what's going to be your. That's what you're going to be having. This is one of Princess Faye's favorite dishes. It doesn't matter if I do the tilapia or if I do salmon. This is one of her favorite dishes. Absolutely one of her favorites. So again, it's easy to make. It's one of my favorites. And, it's amazing. I mean, anybody could do it. It's as simple as falling off a log. This could have easily been served. Salmon is an amazing fish. Unfortunately, they're still working on the whole aqua farming fish. I'm going to say, am I going to be expecting a lot of knocks at the front door here at HQ? Y'all going to be coming over for me, whenever I cook? How many times I got to say it? I love to cook. I'm an amazing cook. It was foul, huh? Right. I get it. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do with you, Sean? Oh my gosh, the puns are strong with this one. And again, my mom got to see me cook. I love to cook. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I'm going to tell y'all, for those of you guys out there, maybe you hoping to settle down one day, guys today that can cook, prime real estate. A lot of ladies, a lot of people, it's like when I start talking about what I want to make, and when I want to get to cooking in the kitchen, a lot of the gals at work will tell me to stop talking because they're getting hungry. And we work in a restaurant, of all the things. They're like, no, you don't need to talk because when you start talking food, we all get hungry. You need to start cooking and bringing that stuff in. But Princess Faye won't let me take these foods to work because she likes to say, well, they got husbands, they can do it. I'm like, honey. So again, good stuff. Maybe sometime I'll have to take you out. Take all of you with me. And we'll grill some tuna fillets. Ooh. Or maybe make some kebabs. I'm really good at kebabs too. Matter of fact, hang on a second. I do have a kebab episode to load to YouTube. I might have to get on that one. But anyhow, I am awfully hungry. We are getting to that point. I cannot believe the amount of people that were in this live stream. Pretty good number. We even had a few people that don't usually see in a surviving romance live stream. Of course, most everyone here is pretty familiar. Familiar members of the Maverick Nation. So many of you continue to keep coming in, and we keep going live. Now, tomorrow night, the game plan is, if the weather stays how it is where I live, it's been raining pretty consistent where I live. So tomorrow will be a magic show, unless for some reason the weather all of a sudden gets clear, gets warm. Then it's an oil change to Project Spirit. But as it stands right now, it's going to be a magic show tomorrow. So for those of you who are, again, kids at heart, or maybe you got kids of your own or grandkids, we're going to go live. We're going to do a magic show. We're going to have a lot of fun. And a lot of you actually have seen the magic shows and really enjoy it. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And of course, because it is a magic show, moderators are going to really have to be on the stick, because there's always going to be that one person say, I know how you did it. And if you do know how I did it, then you can talk to me later after the stream. Don't ruin it for everybody, So at that point, it'll be left up to moderators to kind of clean that mess up. And of course, that sort of thing. Along with that, Thursday Sober Talk is on again. We will be doing Thursday night Sober Talk. I know there's someone in here right now who's already looking forward to Thursday night Sober Talk. Actually, quite a few of you look forward to the Thursday night Sober Talk, and that's actually still one of the biggest ones that we do here on the channel. That is the juggernaut. I am actually really shocked at how big Sober Talk seems to get. Of course, we still have Fancy Fridays. We got another suit to take a look at. That's called that. Very good, Sean. You have figured out the secret. As it stands, Thursday is going to be Sober Talk. Friday, we will be doing another suit. Fancy Fridays. We have another suit for me to show you guys how to do. It is going to be a suit and tie, but it's going to be a little bit different than what you guys were expecting. So we're gonna definitely do that this Friday, which means I got to be nice and clean shaven to wear a suit properly. Let's see. Saturday night. We know what Saturday night is. Saturday night is going to be Sexy Saturday, and we know what will be happening on Saturday. Sunday, that is too far in the future for me to get to. So we'll get to that when we get to it. Sunday, we kind of leave up in the air in case, so for the most part, we pretty well know what we're going to be doing this week. And then, of course, Monday, we will not be streaming, and Tuesday, we will be back in action doing what we do best. And if all goes well, we'll have another surviving romance. Again, this is surviving romance. Despite all the joking, despite everything that we've talked about, what you're seeing me do is basically, Princess Faye works the evening time. She comes home from work. Wouldn't it be nice to come home to a meal? That's where, again, I don't know how many times I got to say it. Husbands, however it works in your relationship. I know it's a new age, so I say husband generically, okay? However it works. I don't. It's man and a man, woman and a woman, husband, wife. The traditional husband, wife. I don't care how it works out in your relationship. In some way, shape, or form, it's going to be that somebody's going to be playing the role of the husband and somebody's going to be playing the role of the wife. Husbands take initiative to initiate romance. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Step up to the plate and take the initiative. Imagine, your wife's coming home, rough day at work, and she gets to come home to one of her favorite dishes. Believe me, she'll appreciate it. Along with that, some of the other dishes that we've done here on the channel, Princess Faye does enjoy to some degree. Again, this is her favorite dish, but she also will tell you she loves when I make sushi. She loves whenever I do any cooking for that matter. She loves when I cook. It's nice to come home to a nice meal. That's what she'll tell you. So, however it works out in your relationship, it is a new age. Again, however it works out, if you're playing the part of the husband, take the initiative and initiate romance by taking those extra steps. Now that I've said that, when you do that, I firmly believe if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the other half is usually taking care of you too. We've done videos on all of that. where you two are taking care of each other. And what do I mean by that? You know, I think it's safe to say if you can't wait for the right. We have done videos talking about the importance of keeping it spicy in the bedroom too. So we've even gone over that. Surviving romance covers the relation aspect of your married life. However it works. Again, marriage is kind of a generic term nowadays, but however it works out in your life, however it feels to you that you live in a married existence, just apply that to your life. If you're a live-in, yeah, I mean, there's a million ways to look at it, but however it applies, because I know some people say, oh, marriage is just a piece of paper. I don't have to have a piece of paper to be considered married. However it works, okay? In your life, just apply it, okay? So that's, again, if you're fairly new to the channel, what is surviving romance? It is two things. One, it is my way of reminding my beautiful wife that I still love her every day. It is the series dedicated to her, but at the same time, it's to give all of them. We didn't do it live, we did it recorded. We have done it recorded. We did a sushi we did a sushi episode recorded. And it is one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, we actually had people watch the video who worked in sushi bars and was absolutely impressed with what we were doing. They were like, that was amazing how you did that nigiri. It looked so good. I wish I was there. It was amazing, and it was so much fun to do that. And Princess Faye and I were both in that. I mean, I did the bulk of it, but Princess Faye was my sushi assistant, so we did some cooking together. It was a lot of fun. It was even more fun filming that episode because at the end I actually included kind of like a little blooper, kind of an outtake, just as a gag. And y'all know when I do editing content, I do like to include a little gag at the end of the video. For those that do not know, if you ever see that Build-A-Bear in my edited content, at the end of my videos, that is Ace the Build-A-Bear. I always wanted a Build-A-Bear. I finally got one when I was like 30, when I turned 38. And he's actually been a part of the channel, and I'll put different voices to him. Basically, I filmed him sitting there. That's right, sis. I'm still cook. I'm an amazing cook. As a matter of fact, sis, I'm just gonna have to do it. This is what we're having: pan-fried salmon fillets with a lemon butter sauce, and it is absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, here you go, sis. Look at that. It's amazing. Right now, I better be careful doing that in the live stream because Queen Bee will probably reach through the camera and choke me like, give me some of that. Yeah, So again, surviving romance is it's not necessarily the survival guide, but it's to give you husbands ideas. That's what it's for. Ironically enough, for the longest time, the bulk of my audience Queen's like, yeah. Poor Queen Bee. Poor Queen Bee. She's like, yeah, I'll reach through that camera and choke the piss out of you. That looks good. Sean. Oh, good. But yeah, I mean, so it's not necessarily you just steal it. Queen, I'm telling you, when this whole mess is over, we're gonna all get. A lot of us are gonna. I mean, several of us. We're gonna have to get together. A big cookout. Big cookout. Gamer's bringing the cake. No. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if you can cook, sis. Believe it or not. Yeah, we're all gonna have to get together. We're gonna have to have a big cookout. Hannah will be driving Sean up the wall. Cameron will bring the cake. Right? He's our cake guy. We're talking about a big cookout. Big cookout, Cameron. I mean, hands down. I have seen Dad try to make hamburgers. It's interesting. It's very interesting. No, I understand TFC. I understand. You know how it is, you know. For the record, I had a coworker that she did not want me to talk about what we were doing, what I was cooking next on the channel. She didn't want to hear it until she had ate breakfast at work. And yes, dear. Hi, honey. It's good. I've been nibbling here and there. Why, are you thinking about stealing it? Yeah, you are. That doesn't sound bad. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, everyone's talking about the food, and TFC Gaming was basically like he had to go get a bite to eat because he looked at what we had tonight. Where was I?
Sitting right here.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Where was I? Come on, brain cell, cooperate.
In your chair.
Yeah. I'm sitting in the chair. Oh, the coworker. She basically, I was not allowed to talk about. Okay, Blacklight, appreciate it. Oh no. Oh, I know the tacos you're talking about, sis. For the record, we are working up to doing my tacos here on the channel.
With Gamer and wanting me to do a cooking live stream, what should I do?
Bake a cake.
No.
No, okay.
I don't know. I'm just teasing.
You
I just have a headache because I ate so fast.
made yourself sick eating too fast, huh? Oh goodness. Okay, I had a coworker that would not. She would get upset if I started talking about cooking. If I started cooking, right? Yeah, I know the one. I know the ones you're talking about, sis. Now again. No, my stepmom is who she's talking about. Okay, real quick. Uh-oh, hubby's grounded. Uh-oh.
Why is Happy Girl?
Because he didn't bring her anything after he's seen what I ate. What we were having, he went and grabbed himself a bowl of rice and a ham salad sandwich. He didn't bring any down for Queen.
That douchebag! He's more than grounded. Make him sleep in the doghouse. Like, literally, build a doghouse just for him to sleep in.
It's never been that bad for me yet. Oh, kid. Yep. What are you, shy? Anyhow, no. Hannah's talking about my stepmom, okay? Real quick, I have a very... even though they might be half siblings, either you're half or you're not. Well, either you're a sibling or you're not, okay? And that being said, my mom and dad, my mom and dad, when I'm the oldest, so when they got married, you know, I was born in 79. Then I had a brother that came in 84. That's from the original, you know, my mom and dad. They got a divorce in 91. Then I had just from my mom, two half brothers, which they're still just brothers. Okay. Then my dad gets with my stepmom, and then I've got another half brother, and then my sister Hannah. So basically, two more half siblings. That's hard to keep track of all of that, but I can for the most part because that's what older brothers do the best they can. So now that I've said that, when Hannah's talking about her mom, that's not my mom. My mom can make amazing tacos. However, I have my own recipe. Ooh. I have my own recipe, and because it is my own recipe, I am going to feature it here on the channel sometime here in the near future. Soft shell tacos. And I know there's a lot of people that when they see, a lot of people love tacos. And I know when I go to do that episode that I will probably be choked beyond all recognition. Queen Bee will reach through the camera and choke the life out of me. Because evidently she really likes what she sees here on the channel and is curious what it tastes like. I'm just going to have the piss choked out of me one of these days. Poor sis. Yeah, I know that. Well, you should have seen it the other night, TFZ, because my office chair makes a squeaking noise like that when you rock back and forth. You like crunchy? Oh, yes, sis. It wouldn't matter if it's gas or electric. You can cook on anything. You just got to know how. You got to have a good recipe. Got to have the good recipe. But anyhow, now that I've said that, over here, well, the other night, what Queen was cackling about so hard that she's like, I just can't, was my office chair squeaks. Like that, when you rock back and forth in it. So I started making some questionable noises to go with that squeaking, and she lost it. That's what she was laughing so hard about the other night. And I'm surprised she could even again, when Queen Bee gets laughing so hard, don't expect her to put anything in the chat. Cackling, right? Sean, you figured it out. And when that starts happening, poor Queen cannot type, so don't expect anything in the chat. She probably can barely breathe. So if she can barely breathe, she can't type. And we have come to that conclusion. When I do something that's really funny, just forget it. Just forget it. You didn't care? Okay. I'll just for you. My mother's gonna kill me when she sees this. She's gonna oh my God, why? I was literally sitting here going like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or your typing turns into gibberish. Yep. There it was. See how many more people lose it. Oh my gosh. Y'all are never going to be the same after this. Now Sean's going to expect that as a new joke to happen in chat regularly. Oh, that one said it all. Hey, honey, I don't know if you've seen what Queen just put in the chat. I was in here. She turns around and says, "Faye, get your hubby." Basically saying, "Get me under control."
Kidding, if I had you under control, do you think you'd have a YouTube channel?
Good point. Good point.
You are getting close to the 2-hour mark, though, and you did promise to play Monopoly with me, so.
Okay. I think everyone's losing this shit too.
I'm gonna put my hand right here, sorry.
So you could see.
Sorry.
Right.
I was lurking, didn't catch it. Typed up gubberish. Spelling has always been a little rough. What were you doing?
All I got to do is, here, if you'll lift your hand, Jill. And then I added in my own sound effect.
You did know I peeked in at that point, right? Because I heard your suggestive statements. Stop it.
What's going on, Pisces? You missed it, Pisces. I'm gonna get killed now. Pisces, we made pan-fried salmon fillets covered in a lemon butter sauce. You're gonna absolutely hate me for this. Absolutely amazing. What do you already had? Why? Do you want it that bad?
I just want to bite.
You just want to bite? Okay.
Just feed me a bite. A little bite. Half that. Half that.
Oh, you're fine.
Good. I'm going to throw up. Ew, yours were burnt.
No, they're not.
Thank you for giving me the good ones.
They do taste really, really good. And please note how the fibers have separated perfect and the lemon butter sauce, just yummy. Basically, Princess Faye had a rough day at work. She comes home. I turn on the live stream. There you go.
If you want, you can explain my why you were late. It's my fault anyway. So
that's all good, baby. Basically, Princess Faye had a rough day at work. She comes home. I know she's hungry. I already planned on cooking. Pisces is like, oh. She comes home. She's had a rough day at work. And I knew I was going to be cooking. So what did I decide to make her? Her favorite pan-fried fish fillets. We have some salmon. Of course, I could do this a million times because because tilapia is great for this too. Tilapia is amazing for this. But I discovered that I also like doing this with salmon. Might have to try this out with maybe some like rainbow trout or something like that. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. What's going on? The psychopath Jason Killer. Catfish is great. We'll have to try that. Might have to try that for pan fry. Jason, my man, you're in time to see pan fried salmon fillets with a lemon butter sauce. There you go. I'm a really good cook. I'm a really good cook. I know as soon as I find exactly what I'm looking for, we are going to be doing a soft taco episode. And my own, I'm a really good cook. And of course, at some point, I've been wanting to try my hand at fish tacos. I make different types of pastas. I'm really good at pastas, and of course, and then of course, you know, we've made risotto in one particular live stream. Oh, that was amazing. Frog legs. I've never tried frog legs. I've never been able to get past the fact that it's frog legs. I'll be straight up honest with you. I've never had them. I just can't get past it, you know. And we've even for the there you go. I do love a good spice. I do love my spicy foods. Um, of course, we've also done our own homemade pickles. We've done bread and butter pickles. We've pickled jalapenos. We've done a lot of pickling on this channel. We've done that. Let's see. We have even done. It's good. I'll have to. I might have to try it. I might just have to try it. There is. It's been a while, but we also need to do. We might also need to do some fish and chips. But instead of doing French fries, you know, what we're gonna have to do onion rings. We're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do. You know, deep fry some fish and deep fry some onion rings. I think we could go for onion rings, right? You guys want to see me do homemade onion rings sometime? I know how much. Yeah, onion rings would be good. Squirrel soup. I've had squirrel before. I've had rabbit. It's been years ago, but yes. Um, I mean, you know, we could do all sorts of nice foods. Mm. But yes, yeah, I think we're due for another fish and chip episode. And do onion rings, right? Do some nice onion rings. And I might even have to try my hand at making deer roast. I have done, I've done chili. Well, I've helped someone with, this years ago, long before I met Princess Faye. I've actually helped someone do chili with deer meat in it. And, you know, deer sausage, always good, always good. I love, you know. There you go, see? There you go, grilled chicken. Um, surviving the homemade coleslaw. I was sitting there thinking I might have to show how to make tartar sauce. Ooh, tartar sauce. Deer tacos. Okay. You guys are all thinking here. Now, for the record, Surviving Romance does have a lot of cooking on it. But it is a romance. It is a romance series here on the Prince Magnum channel. But we do a lot of cooking because the quickest way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. Yeah, I just said that. The roles are reversed nowadays, guys. Right? The role is reversed nowadays, guys. A guy that can cook. A single guy that can cook is prime real estate. Prime real estate. Believe it or not, a single guy that can cook won't stay single long. This is not a joke. Not a joke. A single guy that can cook won't stay single long. Give you a thought process. Even if you can only make that one dish. Imagine, for those that remember when we did, what was it, a couple weeks ago, we did the spaghetti episode. We did a whole grain spaghetti, coated it in olive oil, and we used the garlic olive oil that we made a couple weeks prior to that. And then we added in some minced garlic, and then we topped it off with some with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Amazing stuff. Park that between you and your sweetheart on a couple of plates. Light some candles, and for those that can, enjoy a glass of wine. And you could park right next to some red wine. Me, I just had a cup of coffee. I was just fine with that. But Princess Faye and I, that is, to me, that's date food. Now, you don't have to go out and do that. Imagine you're single, low on cash, bring your date home. Bring your date to your place, cook her dinner, just like I'm describing. Night, Sean. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, man. But imagine, okay, you cook up that spaghetti I just described. Put it between you and your sweetheart. Maybe you've been on a couple dates with them, and you give her a glass of red wine. And you've got your glass of red wine. For me, again, it's going to be a cup of coffee or a glass of root beer, and light a couple of candles. Romance has just been achieved. You have perfect, put on some light music, maybe some Kenny G, and in the background, nice and low, just the two of you, and you have the perfect date. That is the perfect date right there. And you didn't spend, but however much took you, and just a little bit of time. Okay? So that, to me, I mean, you could do that just between the two of you. It's perfect. It's wonderful. And then, of course, you add, the more you learn to cook, the more you add to your repertoire. So absolutely amazing. And again, for the record, I mean, this is just stuff that I've learned on my own, experimented with different foods and things like that. And, the more I do, the better I get, I will be glad to show as much knowledge as I have. And, Psychopath Jason Killer knows he can holler at me anytime he wants a cooking recipe. He knows I know that boy's got you. I know he's got you. And again, don't compare what I do here on the channel, because use it to expand your repertoire. I mean, most husbands have a pretty good idea. The ones that usually aren't romantic usually had something bad happen to them and kind of ruined them on it. And that's just kind of that, it's just one of them things, But when it comes to food, we do a lot of cooking here on Surviving Romance. However, we do other stuff too. We do other stuff. Hang on a second. I am going to give you a link that will blow you guys' mind. So after the stream, I do recommend you guys take a good close look at this. You guys will love it. Absolutely amazing. Why is this? Oh, this is yeah, there we go. Ego Kablooey. Why? There we go. Come on. I'm going to hook you guys up here. All right? There you go. For the record, once this pandemic is over, I'm going to have to get back to the project that I have. The project that I have is I'm supposed to be learning how to salsa dance. I'm supposed to be learning how to salsa dance for Princess Faye. For those that do not know. Oh, there's the Prince Dragnum episode. My goodness. Sword Quest. This is going to take a second because we got a lot of videos here on the channel. A lot of them. My goodness, that's when the pandemic began. As a matter of fact, we did a Valentine's Day special where I showed how to do a bubble bath for your sweetheart. We did that for Valentine's Day this year. That was a lot of fun. Took me 7 months to plan how I wanted to do it all. And I was glad I did it. Had so much fun doing it. And that night was really nice too. Basically, I made a bubble bath for Princess Faye. And then while she was sitting there in the tub, had all the lights out, and she got to enjoy that bubble bath with in candlelight only. And along with that, I brought her a glass of red wine and a bowl of strawberries. She loved every second of it. It was wonderful. Where is? Oh no, that's not it. That can't be it. Can't be it. Is it? No. Where is that video? That's it. Last year for our wedding anniversary. Last year for Princess Faye's and I's wedding anniversary, 2019, when we made 5 years. Back out of that. Come on. I'm going to give you a link. This is a link to one of the videos here on the channel where every year, we didn't get to do it this year for obvious reasons, but every year normally on our wedding anniversary, for those that do not know, when Princess Faye and I got married, I sang our wedding song at our wedding reception. And it's Hello Again by Neil Diamond. And I sang that on our at our wedding reception. And then every year, we try to every year on our wedding anniversary, I will sing our wedding song again. And then to go along with that, I will learn a brand new song every year for our wedding anniversary. And we'll go out to some place that does karaoke. I will get up on stage, put my arm around her, and I will sing our wedding song. And then I will sing, I will sing a song that I specifically learned just for Princess Faye. And it's a love song 9 times out. Like last year, I did Open Arms by Journey. The year before, Yesterday's Songs by Neil Diamond. I like the opening, so, things like that. And, so it's not just cooking that you'll see her on the channel, but you'll see other stuff too. And of course, for Surviving Romance, we'll go out to maybe some restaurant and I'll talk about our experience on a date at a restaurant. And even show you where, kind of where it's located, things like that. It's just Surviving Romance is my way of just reminding Princess Faye that I love her. And at the same time, it's to give husbands another idea to add to their repertoire. Most husbands are pretty romantic anyways, or at least they have an idea. 9 times out of 10. If Katie was in here, ooh, that is a good one. Myself personally, this year I was actually going to be singing "You're the Inspiration" by Chicago this year, but that was put on hold. And now that I've said that, that would ruin the surprise. So I would be choosing another song, which I have a song selected. I just won't tell you right now. So there you have it. And of course, usually I get 3 songs that night for our wedding anniversary, and it's whatever song Princess Faye wants me to do. Last year, she wanted me to do Psycho Circus by Kiss, and because she just wanted me to show off and just be me. So that's what I did. So it was a lot of fun. Surviving Romance is a great series. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to, just show, to basically just treat my wife. She puts up with me, because I'm a natural born show off. So, she has to put up with that. For the record, where I live, it is unofficial, but, ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I've been wanting Princess Faye and I to do a duet. Don't Go Breaking My Heart by with Elton John and Kiki D. I've been wanting her to do that one with me. Princess Faye's got an amazing singing voice too. So there you have it. Now, I am awfully hungry. I've only been able to nibble on my food a little bit, and it is at that 2 hour marker where I need to go spend some time with my beautiful, lovely wife, who puts up with me being a show off all the time. She's an amazing woman. Hands down, bar none, I've got a very good wife, and I can't imagine life without her. That's why I have this series, is just a reminder I can't imagine life without her. Again, we are looking ahead at the week. Tomorrow is going to be a magic show. So, Pisces, Jason, you guys got to be here. Tomorrow's a magic show. I'm going to be doing magic live. So you're going to get to see a magic show live. Okay? You guys got to be here. Got to be here. Hands down, bar none. You got to be here. Along with that, Thursday is Sober Talk. We will be talking about sobriety in Alcoholics Anonymous, and we will be giving kudos to our dear friends at the same time in Narcotics Anonymous and any other anonymous 12-step program. So, yeah, you guys. Oh, did you like that, Pisces? Love that video? I'm telling you. Little did you know that I could do that too. Thursday will be Sober Talk live. For the record, February 7th, 2006 is my sobriety date. I am over 14 years without a drink or a drug. Along with that, yes, dear, I know. I'm wrapping it up. Along with that, let's see. Friday is Surviving Romance Fancy Fridays. I will be showing off a new suit. Thank you so much, TFC. So Friday night will be basically a suit and tie episode where we talk about we talk about a suit. We kind of go over some different things about wearing a suit and tie. Absolutely important that every man knows how to wear a suit and tie. Last week we did. Thank you so much, Pisces. So last week we did a turtleneck suit, and the week before we did Princess Faye's personal favorite suit. And so we're looking at this Friday showing off another suit, kind of a different way of doing things. So we're going to definitely be doing that. There you go. There you go. I like that. And then of course, Saturday is Sexy Saturdays. And on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, Princess Faye slathers my face with drag makeup, and I basically spend a couple of hours channeling what I think Robin Williams would have done in Mrs. Doubtfire if he would have been younger. So basically, Saturday nights is Sexy Saturdays, and I am in drag makeup. So you cannot miss that. You have to be here. If you've never seen it before, you are definitely missing out. We have so much fun on Sexy Saturdays. Fancy Fridays get a little interesting too. Not quite that. Basically, I show off my romantic radio voice on Fancy Fridays. But since I've just said it, you all need to hear it. And it goes a little something like this. It's much better in the suit and tie, let me tell you. On Fancy Fridays, I get to do it like this. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum, and welcome to another live stream of Surviving Romance. And I do that in a suit and tie on Friday nights. I was a bad boy. Well done, right? Well done. So you guys cannot miss that and miss that. And of course, Sunday is still always up in the air. Thank you, Jason. Now, Sundays are up in the air, weather permitting. We are definitely going to be taking a look at Project Spirit. Now, Jason, you've been missing out on Project Spirit Live. You've got to see the playback, but you've not got, so if you are here on Sunday, and if the weather is permitting, I will take you on a special tour of Project Spirit where we will walk around her. How about cooking on Sundays? You never know. Now think different. If both cars are here that day, we will take a look at both project cars. That's right. My wife has her own project car that she works on. I taught my wife how to turn wrenches, and the main reason why I taught her how to turn wrenches is if God forbid anything was to ever happen to me, I do want her to move on, but whoever follows me, if she doesn't need them, she can kick him to the curb. Will never have to feel like she needs him. So it's one of those things that she should always feel like she's independent. And I always want her to feel that way. So, all right. So we are at that stage of the game where we do need to kind of think about shutting it down for the night. So that brings us to the spot where I get to say, all of you in the Maverick Nation, you guys that support me, okay? Support the Prince Magnum channel. You guys that are in the Maverick Nation are what makes the Prince Magnum channel awesome. If without you guys, I'd just be some knucklehead on a camera, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. It is all of you that make the Prince Magnum channel awesome. You guys are what makes this channel, okay? Remember to take that with you wherever you go, no matter what's going on, that it is all of you that make the Prince Magnum channel what it is. You guys are the driving force. I mean, I can't say that enough. You guys are the ones that challenge me every day to go above and beyond. Now that I've said that, that brings us to the spot where I get to look at all of you and say, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. They don't mix well. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. Do something special for them today. And as always, especially in these dark times, if no one has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.